Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to find out about Diddy trial, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Now, Spit Squad, Diddy starts trial today, May 5th, 2025, and it's going to be one for the ages. But I think Diddy made I'm talking about a great move. And what was that great move? He has an all-woman law team. Now, what does this do? This helps a lot from perception, right? His lead lawyer is white. Obviously, we know that white people get more favor in court. And I know some of y'all may hit us and say, oh, you just making that up. There you go, race baiting. Well, if we look at the statistics, white people who commit the exact same crime as black people with the exact same criminal history, with the exact same background, gets less time. You can see a person get caught with a gun that's black from the same demographic, same background, same education. He'll get 5 years for that gun. Whereas you'll see the same age white kid, same background, all of that type of stuff, he'll get probation for that gun. So when you're sitting in front of a courtroom and you have what is a violent crime of a woman alleging rape and alleging being a coerced, you have to put some white women up in there in order to play that victim role with Puff. And the first thing the jury will think about is, well, why would these women represent him if he's such a monster? Now, if it was black women that was his lawyers or his lead lawyer, they would probably look at it and say, well, maybe they just doing it for the money, they doing it for the clout, they doing it for the celebrity. That don't have to be true, but remember, perception is everything, depending on who your jurors are. So when you get a white woman as your lead lawyer, she gets the benefit of the doubt the minute she walks in court. She gets the benefit of the jury believing her when she says things about you, opposed to another race, and it definitely a man. Now, my second reason why I believe this is so strategic and a great move, you're dealing with a violent crime such as rape, right? Lowercase g, capital R, capital A, capital P, capital E, for those of y'all who didn't understand that phrase. Now, if you have a man lawyer and you have him asking her, well, why were you at the freak-offs? Well, if you didn't want to be with him, why did you stay with him for 10 years? Is it true that you mutually benefited from him? And then if you start going too hard, questioning her as a man, she start crying, it looks bad and it looks like she's being victimized all over again. Whereas if you have a woman on there who can empathize with her, or the women of the jury or the people of the jury will feel like she can empathize with her, she can be able to ask some of those probing questions that no one else would ask. Like, yo, weren't you and him in a consensual relationship? And while you were in that relationship, didn't he get you a trainer? Cassie gonna say yes. And she's gonna say, when he got you that trainer that he paid for with his money, did you and that trainer end up having an affair? Cassie's going to say yes. And then the lady's gonna ask her, well, aren't you and that trainer together now in a relationship? Cassie's going to say yes. And basically, the lawyer can make it out to seem like, well, if Diddy was this crazy person and he was doing all of these violent things to you, and it was alleged that he was doing all these violent things to other people, why wouldn't he do something violent to the man who just took a woman that he was so in control of and he was so obsessed over? And right there, you change the narrative of the story. Right there, you change the perspective of how the jury see him. Because if he's this monster, he's blowing up cars, he's upset when she's dating people, he's beating her all the time, he's forcing her to do all of these things. She's his trophy girlfriend, quote unquote. Why would he allow you to leave with his trainer and not do anything to you or this trainer? He can't be that bad. He let you guys go away, didn't he? And then this white female lawyer can ask, and when you decided to file a civil suit, and he sat down with your lawyers and they tried to come up with a number, something that you guys can agree with, at that point, did he threaten you? At that point, did anything happen to you? At that point, did anything happen to your trainer? And she's gonna say no. And And then the lawyer can say, but I thought you said that he was this monster, someone who couldn't be controlled, someone who didn't take no for an answer, someone who was obsessing over you. So I think that having a woman as a lawyer, an all-woman team, is amazing because it sets the precedent of why would these women be around him if he was this monster. These women must believe in him. And with the statistics I told y'all about earlier, having a white lead lawyer is going to make this way easier to probe into Cassie's life and not make it seem like she's being attacked. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip hop content, hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, you're a part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and drop squad in the comments. That's SQ8D in the comments. And for any Diddy videos you may have missed, go to the Diddy playlist in the end screen. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fairplay 2333. If you trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fairplay, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.